Welcome to the Jan Podcast, Season 2, Episode 11. I am your host, Jan. How are you? I am tired. It's been a long month. It's just trailing into the next month, I can tell. I had a weird day, but yeah, every day's weird, but I had like two traffic peeves in one day, two different ones, one on the way to work, one on the way home. I was like, okay, I'm gonna write these down. My first one was people that tie up the fast lane out of like just sheer entitlement. Like they just don't care that they're holding everybody back. They don't care that that's actually against the law to go lower than the speed limit or even the speed limit and hold up the rest of traffic in the fast lane. You can't be in that lane if you're not going to go. You either got to move or go. I mean, the lane was actually designed to just pass. I mean, trucks are basically supposed to stay in the right lane, cars drive in the middle lane, and when you go to pass another car, you go into the passing lane, which is the third lane. But everybody stays in the third lane all the time, so that's just the way it is. There's just too much traffic for that kind of crap, and the trucks can't even stay in their own two lanes. Sometimes I catch truck drivers in California. You're not allowed to be a truck driver and be in that third lane. That's not okay. And sometimes I catch them doing it, and it pisses me off. Because the people in the third lane are going really fast, and then when you hold them up, they start freaking out and they start driving even more unsafe. So it's like you're much better off just giving them the lane and let them autobahn that shit and let what maybe at least you're far enough back where you can react to it. But yeah, that was an annoying one. And usually he's just in no fucking hurry, and you're like, come on, bro, come on. Yeah, but we won't demograph that. It's almost always a dude though. The other one was people that don't really know how to merge from, say, like, there's a stretch of the highway where it has, like, it opens up and gives you a chance to get around the slower traffic. It's still a passing lane. It's barely even, like, probably maybe 2 miles long, not very long. And when you're trying to pass, it comes quick. It comes and goes pretty fast. So, a lot of people, they kick into high gear and they go around. But some people, after that merges at the end, they don't understand that they don't need to be clear over on the right side anymore. They need to go back to the center line. Kind of noticed that when they merge like that, the people on the left side that are going along, for some reason, the people on the right side stay way right. Like the lane goes back to the normal size again, and they're still way to the right, like almost over the line. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Get your centering back. Get your balance of center. Come on now. Move along. Oh my God. I'm just like, I'm not going to pass you. There's a double yellow line. I'm not that person. I don't do that stupid shit. I won't pass on a double yellow at any time. I don't care if I'm the only one there. I'll have other people pass me, but I won't do it. That stretch of highway too, highway patrol like to camp there, and there's this one jerk, and I hope he listens to this someday, douchebag. CHP guy, chunky bald dude. He sits there and he busts people that are trying to use the passing lane to go around the slower traffic. So he'll sit there and he'll put his little radar gun on you, and he's on the wrong side of the road. Well, it was when he stopped me. I was going around this car that was going, I don't know, maybe 45 through the whole thing, and it's 55. So I went up to like 65 so I could go around, right? No, this asshole fucking dings me for it. And even after I went 65 to get around and went back down to 55, he still fucking pulled me over. So I was like, okay. So I tried to give him my information, and I was having a hard time finding my insurance on my phone. He's like, never mind, just give me your license. I'm like, okay. So he takes my license, comes back with a ticket, and he says, here, sign on the X. It says you're guilty. I'm like, it doesn't, but okay. I'm like, okay. So I sign it, and I'm thinking, you know what, motherfucker, I'm fighting you. I'm gonna fight you from tooth to nail, bro. It's not gonna go down like you think it will. So I actually did a little bit of research, and I found a website, and I will gladly actually let me actually mark this down while I'm telling you. Let me make a note to put it in the show notes. Okay. Ouch. Okay. I found this place online, and they actually help you fight tickets. Like if you got a ticket and you feel like you got screwed, you give them all your information, and then they'll go over it, and then they'll give you a proposal. They'll be like, yeah, we think you have a case, and this is what we're going to do, and blah blah blah, this is what we need from you. It's like, like a ticket is going to be like $500 or more and a hit on your freaking license, right? So I could pay that, or I could pay, $250 to Ticket Snipers, who's what I ticketsniper.com. Uh, that's the one. That's the one. Ticketsnipers.com. Um, yeah, that's where I went, and they gave me this awesome proposal. They dinged him for like being on the wrong side of the road. He's not supposed to be using radar on that side of the road. He didn't mark down when the last time the radar was like aligned or tested or anything like that. So I mean, he got dinged good. And I noticed I didn't see him on that road maybe like after 2 or 3 months after that I won my case. He didn't pull people over there anymore. Smart. I'm just like thinking all these poor people that got pulled over and tricked. Not tricked, but just screwed over. Like I saw him pull someone else over. He's in the opposite lane of me, and the car that passed me, he was passing them, and he turned around and pulled him over and gave him a ticket. And I'm thinking, how the fuck do you know how fast he's going? There's like 10 cars right here. There's no way you know how fast he's going. You're in the other lane. You just saw someone passing cars, so you assume he's speeding. He's just a jerk. I hate fucking cops like that. Well, yeah, especially like that. But yeah. Okay, enough ranting about that. But yeah, I did beat it with Ticket Snipers, and they guarantee if they do lose, you only pay half of the bill. You don't have to pay the whole thing. But they kicked their ass. I was pretty impressed. Let me see. What's my next subject here? You know what? I hate the fact that when I get home, like when I get home from work, I'm fucking wiped out and I'm just tired. I feel like I have to drive in heavy traffic to get to work and to get home, and it really wears you down. Like by the time you get home, you're tired. And I don't get a lot done when I get home. I'm not real productive like I am at work. I'm very productive at work, but I'm not so productive. When I get home, I'm like, meh, I don't want to do anything. I know I need to vacuum. Meh, teach my dog how to vacuum. But I I find even on the weekends I'm not that productive. I'm productive, but not like I am an hour before I need to leave for work. Okay. I am so fucking productive that hour before work. I can find so many things that I need to do, and I'm on it, boy. I'm doing it. I literally have to stop myself and go, no, you have to go to work. I'm like, no, but I'm being so productive. Yes, but you're being productive because you don't want to go to work. Shit. Yeah, that hour before I leave, I'm just like, oh, I got this to do. I got that to do. I start straightening up. And the next thing I know, I'm like, oh shit, I'm late. And I run, jump my car and take off. But yeah, I'm so productive right before work. I can't be the only one that's like, it sucks, man. I'm like, dang it. If I could just have a pinch of that when I get home, I'd be so happy. Get a million things done that way. You know, I'm older, and anyone that's my age, 60 around there, probably remembers, especially if you're in America, probably remembers trying to call time and dialing popcorn. Okay. Everybody, it was just popcorn. You dial popcorn and you could get the time, and it was a trustworthy thing. Like that was the time. You would adjust the payroll clocks to that time, right? And then one day they're like, you call it and it's all doo doo doo. And you're like, what? No, they got rid of popcorn. So now I have this mistrust of actual time. I no longer trust that time is what it says it is. Just because my fucking iPhone says that it's 2 o'clock does not necessarily mean that it's actually 2 o'clock, because that sign over there says that it's 2:01, and this over here says that it's 2:02. So which one is actually right? I don't know, and I don't care. But yeah, it's funny. I mean, I know they do it all geo-sequenced now, so they can get it pretty precise, but which one's the right one? Who is popcorn now? I guess that's my question. Who the fuck is popcorn now? Who do I trust for time? Because I have concerns. It's a dumb shit that I worry about. Like I got other things to deal with, but I worry about who the fuck is popcorn? Who's popcorn now? But yeah. I know I don't have the most feminine voice, okay? And I understand that. I'm a girl, but my voice is a little deep, and I don't necessarily speak like other girls do. But it doesn't matter what I'm doing, where I am, who I'm speaking to. It really doesn't fucking matter, because they always think I'm a dude. Always. 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 My gamer tag, when I'm an Xbox player, I play on Xbox. My gamer tag, which I'm not gonna say out loud. My gamer tag, it's not a name giveaway, or like it doesn't give away who I am or what, or if I'm a guy or a girl, if I'm young or old. It doesn't give any of that way. It's just a name. But my voice, everybody thinks that I mean, I've been in lobbies with people and they think I'm a fucking 17-year-old dude, right? And I don't say anything. And my buddy that I game with, I have two buddies that I game with. Neither one of them ever say a word. They mostly sit back and laugh because they find humor in the fact that people think I'm a dude and they're talking to me like I'm a guy. And I don't let them know I'm a girl because I see how some of these fuckheads treat girls. And it would be all I could do not to reach through the goddamn console and choke that little fucker out. But yeah, so I don't do that. I don't enter lobbies and speak to people in the lobby. I just corner camp and kill them and put them into rage mode. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do with that. But maybe it's because I'm immature when I play too. I don't know. I have fun doing it, and I have fun when I play with my friends. But if I'm not playing with my friends and I'm just gaming by myself, I usually start my own chat and just stay in my own room quiet. I don't listen to anybody. I just go do my thing. And that's how I do that. But I mean, even when I'm like when I go through a freaking drive-through and I order food, please pull forward, sir. Motherfucker, man. And I get tired of correcting people because all it does is embarrass them. You know what I mean? It's like they're like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, please. I'd like to tell you that it doesn't happen every fucking day, but it happens every fucking day. I'm really used to it now. I just kind of laugh. It is what it is. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll be on a call even for work. I've been on like a 800 call where I'm trying to get some tech help or whatever, and they'll be like, "Give me your first name," and I'll say, "Yeah, blah." I'll say it, and it's a girl's name, right? It's not Jan is my nickname, but yeah. So I'm like, Jan, and they're like, "Okay, all right, sir," and I'm like, dude, I just gave you my fucking name. How many men do you know named that? None, fucking none, not one. Jesus Christ. Or we'll go through the whole thing and then at the end he'll ask for my email and I'll give that to him. That's my full name too. And he'll still go, "Thank you very much, sir." Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. God damn it. Yeah, there's no hope. I mean, I use Riverside for my podcasting and I highly recommend Riverside. It's pretty good. And they're opening up more and more shit. Like your money goes a lot farther right now. Just in the year that I've been in here, man, just tons of shit. So I'm excited for them. You can get AI to do like your show notes and stuff like that, which I do, and that's what I post for you guys, the show notes. But my AI thinks I'm a dude too. Motherfucker, man. And I've asked Riverside to help me with this. I'm like, what can I do? Because it keeps saying he and his, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So every time I have to post that shit, I have to change all the he's and his and him, and I'm like, motherfucker. So it takes me 3 times longer to do it because I gotta fucking go in and make it feminine, which is stupid, but I have to. I can't be having them go him, and then it's gonna confuse people as it is. I am not a him. I'm a her. But, all the same, why do I still have that open? Oh my goodness, I'm taking up valuable space. There we go. But yeah, I've lost my train of thought again. But yeah, even the AI thinks I'm a dude, so I have to go in and fucking correct. Which is no fun. That's no fun. Because it adds more time to editing, and that's the worst part of this whole thing is the time for editing. But I digress. I believe that I watched, let's see. Oh, I went through a movie marathon the other day. I went through a John Wick marathon, and anyone that's watched John Wick, it's hard to watch his little puppy get killed, man. I'm like, damn it, motherfucker. But yeah, I watched 1, 2, and 3. I think 3 is Parabellum with Halle Berry. It's pretty good. I liked it. Isn't that end scene when they kill everybody's awesome? The dogs, everything. But yeah, that was my movie trio. And I haven't seen 4 yet, and I think Prime just put 4 out. So I'll probably catch that maybe this weekend. And I did promise you one more story, my Bandcamp story, my way back Bandcamp story. Okay, so this is the story for our Bandcamp. So if you see these movies and these kids are doing these outrageous things, yeah, that's us. So the same, I think it was our freshman year. It might have been our freshman year. Yeah, it must have been our freshman year. That was quite the year. We all smoked pot. Okay, we smoked. It was banned. Everybody smoked. And we smoked. So we had our bags of weed with us because we were gonna be there all weekend, right? So we were gonna smoke the fuck out of that bud, and we were just gonna go party and have fun. And we smuggled some stuff in. We were happy. I think we smuggled in some vodka and like some other stuff. So we were like, woohoo! You're 14. You're like, fuck yeah. But some of the parents were the counselors, right? Were the ones that were supposed to be in charge of us. And one of them was my mom, unfortunately. Oh, my poor mom. She's a trooper. Yeah, so we had gotten done with our day and we ate and it started getting dark and we slipped out the back, Jack, right? And I think I had my tent. I think I had maybe I can't even remember. I had like 2 or 3 people in my tent, and like they were both boys. I wasn't interested in them. Come on, they were my buddies. So I guess while we went out to go smoke, they stashed all their shit in my pillowcase, right under my fucking in my pillowcase. So I'm like, fuck, I didn't know that, but I knew as soon as we got back, I knew. But so we go out. There's this place, I think I've already explained it last time. It's a state park. They have campgrounds and all that kind of shit, but there's tons of trails, like sandy little trails and dirty little dirt trails and a lot of high brush. So the trail is even more like kind of closed in, which is why that spider web went from end to end. It had plenty to cling to. They're high enough where you can't see over them, but you can see like if someone's coming on the trail, you can see the light from the flashlight. You can see that. You can still see the illumination from that. So but the trail eventually leads to the creek, right? And the creek used to be a lot bigger, right? So it has a lot of sand. So there's like a big ass beach out there. A little sandy beach, and then the creek is down the way a little bit. So we all snuck out there. I think it was like 5 of us maybe. And my buddy had a hookah pipe. I think it was a 4-thing hookah pipe. And we filled that fucking thing with weed and we just sat there and just we're just toking away on it, right? So we're all getting really high. And my buddy has his back to the walkway where we came in, and we're all kind of like circled around him and facing that way. And I look up and I'm like, "Is that a flashlight?" And they're like, "Fuck." And everybody goes, "Oh no." We all just go shoo. And we all just it was like cockroaches. We all just went shoo, and we all just ditched into the brush and shit. And my buddy's still sitting there just he's hitting it so hard and so long, and he's so fucking high that he didn't hear us, nor did he see us run away. And he's just sitting there racking that bad boy. And you can still see the fucking thing lighting up in the middle, and we're all like, "Yeah, come on." And we're like, fuck, we can't call him or we're gonna get caught too. So we all just ditched him and left. And sure as shit, it was the fucking parents. They came around the corner and he's just ripping off on it. Yeah, so he got busted. But I mean, I'd like to say that I didn't get busted too, because by the time we got back to our tents, they found out we were gone. And everyone that was gone got in trouble. And then I got in even more trouble because they found the weed in my fucking pillows. So I look like I'm a fucking drug dealer. One of my buddies, he brought the vodka and we brought a watermelon, and we're naive. We're 14. What the fuck do we know? We were gonna take a needle with a syringe and take the vodka out and inject it into the watermelon. We thought we were so slick, right? No one will know that it's full of vodka because it'll look like a watermelon. We're so fucking stupid. Yeah, so when we get busted with the vodka. We get busted with a needle. Now they think we're doing heroin or some shit. We're like, no, 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 no. And they're like, you guys are gonna get suspended. Oh my God, it was right before school. And my poor mom was one of the counselors. She's like, motherfucker. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. This won't be the first or the last time I disappoint you. Just by the way. Yeah, so that was our great bong story. Boy, we scattered, man. I still can't believe he didn't hear us. But yeah, I think the next night I got punished. I got punished by the girls got to put makeup on me. It was like hell. I was like, no, they're like, no, you're being bad. We're gonna put makeup on you and make sure you don't leave. Fuck me. So they put makeup on me, and oh my God, I felt like someone made me into a clown. I'm not a makeup person. I don't wear a speck. I don't want anything on my damn skin. I got enough dirt on my face from just work. But yeah, so that was my story. That's my big story. I hope I didn't build it up too much, but you had to be there, man, and we got in so much fucking trouble. We almost got expelled. So, it was actually a pretty big deal when we got caught, but afterwards it's just one of those fond memories. I mean, I've done stupid things. That's not the first one. My freshman year was no, that was my sophomore year. My sophomore year, we were having some kind of a uh, activity. We had an activity center in our high school. It was like in the middle of our high school. It was just open, and then there was like little cement seats and stuff like that. That's where we'd have like any kind of like a little like announcement or whatever. They'd always do it there. They were doing like a night rally. Okay, I guess it was for basketball. I can't remember. Um, but there was tons of people out there, and they were It was mostly our kids and stuff, and they were drinking punch and shit. And I had stole an M80 from my dad, and I lit it and I threw it up in the air, and it went boom, and all you saw was fucking punch go all over the place, man. It was awesome. I was like, sweet. Everybody's like, and I was like, oh, I didn't mean for that. And then I turn around, and yeah, the vice principal was standing behind me. He wasn't pleased. He wasn't pleased. I think deep down inside he thought it was funny, but he had to punish me. So he made me do filing for like fucking 3 months. Oh God. I was like, can't you just suspend me? No, he knew it was gonna make me meh. And it made me meh. Boring, boring, boring. Yeah, that was killer. But yeah, you get what you get, right? I should have made sure I was clear. I just wanted to make sure I didn't hit anybody with it. That was my main goal. But yeah, I was a little naughty. Not bad. I don't even know if my mom ever got called for that. I have no idea. She was always chill. She was super chill with that shit. We got into trouble, but it was good trouble, you know what I mean? Mostly good trouble. And the bad trouble was few and far between, and she handled both of them pretty well. So I didn't need to worry too much about it. I would get what I get at home anyways, right? Wooden spoon, not my friend. Oh my God. I'm gonna make a chupa song after I realized she went through a string of things on the way home when I first picked her up. So I'm gonna make a little ditty for that. Hopefully I'll have it by the next podcast. It'll be funny. Well, at least it'll be humorous to me. Everything's humorous to me. All right, well, I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for listening. Like, follow, share. I need the likes. I need the follows. I need the shares. Tell someone you know. Anyone that likes assholes that gripe and whine about shit, they're gonna love me. Shit. All right. Spay and neuter, adopt, don't shop. Have a good day. Have a good week. Peace be with you. And no more wars. Meh.